Hey folks, Sylvius here. Last time I finished off right where I'm standing, showcasing the waterworks. The next quest now of the... I don't really know what it was called, actually. Wrong button, of course. I can never remember which button brings up my quest journal. Yeah, the Harbor Master Favors quest lines. The next part of it was to... Kobolds in the waterworks sewers have kidnapped some children. Guard Timber went down there in search of them. Harbor Master's Inn wants you to enter the waterworks and find Guard Timber and help him deal with the evil kobolds. So here I am. For a moment there, I thought you were another kobold, but I'm happy to see a human face instead. You're hurt. Do you need help? The clan Gnashtooth kobolds took my cousins, Arlos and Ven. I tried to make Ekik the Gnashtooth teeth release them, but the entire tribe attacked me. Ugh! I can barely move after the beating they gave me. Please help. If somebody doesn't go in the clan Gnashtooth lair here in the waterworks, my cousins are as good as dead. Don't worry, I'll reach Ekchik and get him to release your cousins. Alright. In we go. Elite, level 3 quest. Duration is long. This is actually a pretty long quest now that I think about it. Let me do this while I'm at it. Alright. Gonna want a real hireling for this. That was stupid of me. Yep, that's what I thought. I alt-tabbed to make sure I had successfully removed my overlay from the side. And did it in the middle of things and totally forgot that that's what that was going to do. Whoops, whatever, doesn't matter. Alright, now then. I'm hireling up. I want a bless from him. We'll use my boots. And off we go. Yeah, I was pretty sure kobolds were going to pop out of here. It just felt like kobolds were going to attack me right off the bat. One thing, for anybody who also watches my waterworks video, I want to point out that these little thingies here, I crafted them. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'm glad I'm a monk and didn't take massive damage from walking through that. Although for some reason I feel like there's a good chance that my hireling's going to just go straight on through. Yep. Look, you see it? He just went through and took a 25 points of damage. Because he's an idiot. Alright. Dude, hireling, stop committing suicide. This is a quest that would do well if I had a rogue. Or if I were a rogue. So at this point, I'm not 100% certain what exactly it is I'm supposed to be doing, but kill everything usually doesn't fail, so I figured I would just go with the kill everything approach. Quite a few of them here. And it's a far cry from the playing on the, in the waterworks where I was fighting kobolds, not on Elite. Suddenly I'm on Elite and everything's a different situation. Oh yeah, that flamethrower wanted me. It was important for me to do that. Amber Vial and 19 Cyber's Dragon Shard Fragments. I've noticed from when I last played, the Cyberies and Kyber Dragon Shard Fragments now seem to be a little bit less common. I'm not sure if it's just because I'm a low level, but I remember always having an enormous quantity of those, and I'm definitely not having an enormous quantity of those anymore. So I'm not sure if it's just, weird luck for me being a low level or what it is, but I definitely feel like I'm lacking on them. By the way, I still haven't figured out the issue of my recording program not recording Shadows right. Because, the game looks significantly better on my computer than it does on the recording, and I'm not sure why that's happening. Because the recording should be recording whatever's on my screen. So it shouldn't be, doing its own set of, anything. It should just be, I don't know. I might be able to get around that. It's too late for me to do it now. Oh, look, a rare encounter. That was a lightning punch I just launched into that door. Come on, stupid spider dude. There we go. Come on. Wow, these things have a lot of HP. Come on. There we go. Oh yeah, copper and silver. Magnetism Dagger of Kinetic Lore. Not bad. Sort of. Hard to say, actually. Anyway, yeah, I might have an idea that I'm going to try, but I can't. I'd have to, like, close the recording to try it. So obviously I can't do it right now. But in the next video, assuming it works, I might be able to fix some of these problems. Because actually what I'm doing right now is I'm not recording my screen per se. I'm recording whatever happens within Dungeons & Dragons Online. So like even if I alt-tab out of the game, or like minimize it or something along those lines, it will continue to just showcase what's going on in Dungeons & Dragons Online. On the other hand, I can set it to just record a like section of my screen. So if I set it to record everything on my screen, it won't interact with DDO. So maybe that will solve my problems. I'm not too sure though. Not too sure, but we'll find out. Breaking stuff. Breaking stuff. And now I need to rest at that shrine so I can get my my charges on my boots back. Might as well call my hireling over while we're at it, although I don't want him to rest. I don't know if I mentioned this in a video that I ended up deleting. I think I did. These shrines recharge depending on the difficulty of the quest. I don't remember what it is for hard. I think normal is they recharge in like 15 minutes, and then you can use them again. And on casual, it's 5 minutes. I don't know what it is on hard, but I know on the elite they don't recharge it ever. It's a one-time deal. There's my hireling, just forgetting about me. And everybody's dead now. Alright, I would like a bless, if you can do so. Bless? Thank you, sir. Now, maybe a heal? Okay. I was like, did he just not heal me? Although I think the game just lagged. That's what happened. Alright, this spot can be a little bit brutal. Especially with the rare encounter shrine. I did not make my reflex save on that lightning bolt. Yeah, you kind of got a large amount of people here, and then mages are up on these elevated platforms, kind of blasting you. You do not want to fall down that, by the way. I'll showcase it later in a second, but for now, try not to do what I just did. Because your hireling will come and stand over in an acid trap, because he's an idiot. Yeah, that whole ladder is got just acid traps all over it. So if you try to climb up it, you're just going to get pummeled with acid. Let's see if I can't manage to get up here again. There we go. Dude, why am I having such a difficult time just jumping? There we go. Alright. Yeah, you can disarm that trap, of course, but, you know, I'm not a rogue, so I can't disarm anything. That was, the whatchamacallit dude's chest, or maybe that was the chest, I don't know. Shockproof. That's not bad. That'll make for good, crafting. I suppose I should give a minor explanation of how the crafting works. Basically... Is there another one of those somewhere? Another lever? Doesn't look like it. Okay, only one lever. Basically, you need to get... I'm doing this real quick. I'll do like a better one in the future. Wrong bag. Here we go. You use these air essences, evil essences, and things like that to make enchantments. And there's also greater variants, which are used in like strong enchantments. You make what's called a shard at first, and then you put the shard on an appropriate weapon. Is kind of how it works. It's semi-complicated. At least at this early stage, it's semi-complicated. As you get deeper into it, it's significantly more complicated. But to get those essences, you can either loot them from, like... There we go. I did not want to just walk through those traps. You can either loot them from various things, which is where I got most of my greater ones, for instance. Oh, hey, it's a champion. Let's kill him quick before he rips me apart. There we go. So yeah, the other way that you get them is by breaking down other pieces of equipment. And pieces of equipment have, like, various enchantments on them. And you get, like, various amounts of it. So, like, for example, something simple here. That's not simple. That's also not simple. Alright, yeah. So I think, like, Charisma uses Mind Essences, for example. So when I break this down, I'll get Mind Essences, mostly lesser ones, but I'll have a chance of getting greaters. So, like, it's kind of, in that sense, it's kind of simple. But the important thing is that the... Hey, look. Oh, yeah, it is another champion. For a second there, I couldn't really tell. Ow. He hurt me. Oh, yeah, also, on that note, I didn't pick up the mysterious remnants from the last guy. What did he do to me? Healing debuff. Your healing amplification is lowered. What a crap hole. Okay, apparently this one just didn't drop mysterious remnants. Also, what a crap hole. Alright, so, like, for example then, a, like, minor flaming weapon would only have a level 1 fire enhancement on it. So when you break it down, you'll get a very slow, or a very low chance. Seriously, another champion? Also in a room of other kobolds, not cool. And then I totally stunned the wrong one, which is not cool either. There we go. So anyway, a flaming burst weapon will then give you more fire essences than just a minor flaming weapon, and so on. So, like a +2 weapon of... I like that he's still there with his little crown. Generally, like, so when you're breaking these, the weapons down, what you want is strong effects, whereas the plus enchantment is, like, not good. So, like, if you're trying to up your crafting skill, a +5 weapon is significantly worse for you than a +1 flaming burst weapon, so on. Ah, wait. You not hurt, Big Chief. Etchik not want fight no more. Tell me where Arlos and Ven are, and I'll spare you. Who's that? Etchik not know what you're talking about. You know, the 2 treasure seekers who came down here. You capture them. 2? There are no 2. Gnashtooth only catch 1 man. Only got 1 called Elris? Orlo? Arlos. Where is he? In prison. You go in and get him out. Guards try to stop you, maybe. Etchik can't help with that. They not listen to Etchik much. Bloodletter's in charge down there. He shrugs gloomily. As for other one, maybe Arlos know. Etchik don't. Alright. So now we're going to the dungeon. I think there's a trap in here, so be careful. Oh, look, it's a trap. For some reason, I feel like... I don't remember. Maybe not. Eh, who cares? So anyway, the reason why I brought all this up is because, like, weapons that have 2 effects on them, the Everbright and the Poison, although it's cool that I got the Greater Earth Essences here, are less useful for breaking down. But a weapon that's just like, like the +3 Charisma Ring, for instance, is really good for breaking down because it'll have a really high mind effect. And I brought this all up when I looted, what weapon was it? Yeah, the Shockproof Necklace. Because that's an air... I forgot to hit that lever back there. Crap. Shockproof is an air enhancement, and because there's nothing else on the item besides just a higher level shockproof enchantment, it'll get me a lot of air essences. Anyway, that was a really long tangent that has nothing to do with the video here. And I'll explain all these things in slightly more detail when I do an actual video going over Gnashtooth crafting. For now, though, I don't have enough money to really spend anything on Gnashtooth crafting. I'm poor! And there's not really a good way to solve that problem as far as I can tell. Boop, 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 boop. It's a kobold. One of the things I always thought was weird about this game is how there aren't goblins. Like, goblins are such just a stereotypical creature. How are there not goblins in this game? But it's got kobolds, which aren't really the same thing, but it's whatever. There we go. And I can do my... Oh, let's go down here. It looks like it's filled with spiders. Exterminate the nest of spiders. No way would I actually go down this hallway in real life, just for the record. In fact, the existence of this hallway would make me leave this dungeon entirely. Even if I already somehow mustered the willpower to enter into a giant sewer in the first place. I'd just be like, nope, not happening. Giant spiders, not happening. I'd leave, I'd spend my life savings on oil, I'd pour all the oil down into these sewers, and then I would just light it on fire. It's my only option. Oh wow, I'm surprised I actually stunned him. And then immediately killed him afterwards. Didn't really get any real effect out of the stun. No rare encounter boss here? I thought for sure there would be a rare encounter boss here. Well, there's a chest regardless, so what do I care? And what do we got here? A page torn from a research notebook. Retributive heavy darkwood shield. Heavy darkwood shield, large shield. Okay. Acid guard deals 2 to 8 damage to your attacker. Let's see. Well-made large wooden shield is strapped to your forearm and gripped with your hands. Rare magical dark wood is harder than normal wood, but very light. Any shield made from dark wood weighs only half as much as a normal wooden shield of that type. There you go. There you go. There's things like leaf weave and things like that. And those are relevant because, like, druids, for example, can't wear metal armor. But you can get, like, a leaf weave breastplate, which is a breastplate, except it's made out of, like, magically dried vines and bark and things like that. So a druid can then wear that. Also, a lot of those, like, extra things that they make the weapons out of have, like, higher max dex bonuses. So, like... I don't know if they've changed it or not, but in the past, full plate armor, an unenchanted piece of full plate armor, for example. How am I, alright, ransack bonus? Awesome. Alright, so, that was the first part of this quest. I'm gonna end the video here in a second. But real quick, I just want to finish what I was saying. So, like, full plate armor has a maximum armor value of 8, or has an armor value of 8, and then a maximum dex bonus of 1. So if you have a dex modifier of 0 and you put on full plate armor, you'd have an armor value of 18. If you have a dex modifier of 1, you'd have an armor value of 19. If you have a dex modifier of any other number greater than 1, it's still just a maximum of 1, so you'd have an armor value of 19. But then there's, like, leaf weave armor, which has a max dex bonus increase of 1. So if you have, like, leaf weave full plate armor, it would have a max dex bonus of 2 on top of its already existing armor value of 8, so you'd have a maximum armor of 20 in that case. Because your armor value is always 10, sorry, I don't know if I mentioned that. Without any boosting items, you still have an armor value of 10. So anyway, and then, like, that's how those items work. Anyway, that's all I was going to say. For now, though, like, favorite, comment, subscribe. Check me out on Twitter, Patreon, and Facebook, and I'll see you folks later, and then I'm going to immediately go down into this quest.